Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. It's Wednesday night basketball. A
look here at the American Airlines Arena, and it's surrounded. Oh, what a beautiful stage we have set for tonight. It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto Raptors come into town for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA.
What a huge play.
Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Amazing.
That was amazing.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. They get a hand on it. Lots of room. The shot is off. Lowry with the block. Landry Fields on the wing, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Lowry a screen on Wade, and Fields kicks to Davis. It's hauled in by the Heat. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And as you'd expect, I mean, this was a lopsided season series a year ago. Slick play right there. He's so resourceful with the ball in his hands.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra, and he said a factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
And thank you for that, Doris. Those games, not too pretty, but nobody expected, Clark, anything different.
No, I agree, Kevin. It's not a big upset when a team from the bottom gets swept like they did. You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Here's Red Hot. No good with the triple. Knocked away. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you might not typically mention blocks as the key to a win, but I think you do in this case. They were really dominant defensively.
Well, when you come up with as many denials as they did, rejections that is, it's impossible not to mention. I mean, it was a great game for them defensively.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Gets it to go.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. High post shot. Can't hit. And the Heat going the other way now. Fires the 3. And good on the basket. Book it. Red Hot's got 14 points.
Guy's been an artist with that three-point shot.
He sure has been, Steve. I mean, the majority of his points have come from out there.
DeRozan with it. Wade picks him up. DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, good job finding a little opening in the defense and burying the jumper.
Here's Red Hot. Good work defensively by Lowry.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took. I'm not sure if any play is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yep.
Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
Passes it to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. With 2 seconds left, drained for 2 points. Red Hot's got 16. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1.
Coming up this Saturday night, Marcin Gortat.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter.
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost. Well, I think as time has gone on, the Heat hate has died down a little bit. You know, with LeBron and Bosh first signing there, they were really thrust into that villain role, booed in every arena on the road. But I think things have calmed down a little bit, and while they'll never be accepted as an underdog, people do appreciate them as a great team.
Here's Calderon, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And for LeBron, I think the backlash was the hardest. An Ohio native, when he left the Cavaliers, Clark, obviously, it was not good.
No, it was not, and he admits that. It's unfortunate it unfolded the way he did, but I think going forward, and as time passes, people will let it go as they should, and LeBron has become, I think, a better man as a result of having gone through that, and a better player, too.
There's that transition offense that's been big for them in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, that's what they've had working for them. Speed. They up the tempo whenever. Oh, man, what a play. Boy, this fella can rise up there with the best of them.
Just a crazy finish, guys.
He's one of the few players with the athleticism to pull that off.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here. It's been 4 years now and counting for the Raptors since they made the playoffs. Overall, the franchise found their way into the playoffs early, but it's been hard getting back there recently.
Goes up. Jams it straight down.
Now, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
Pulls up on the wing. That's good. LeBron's now got 6 here in this quarter. And with so many stars coming and going, Bosh and Tracy McGrady, it seems each time, Steve, that Toronto gets a team that can make the playoffs, they lose their centerpiece.
Yeah, that's going to be important in the future. Can they hang on to their players? It's one of the reasons I think they've gone with a more European feel to their club. It's an international city, Toronto is. And I think the franchise feels like if they draft European players, they're more likely to be able to hang. Look out!
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bulls from the top of the key. And another basket for Miami.
They have to give them a lot of credit for the way they force these turnovers.
Yeah, you do have to give them credit, Steve. I mean, you look up and see how many points they've converted them into, and it's a huge factor in the game right now.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And Toronto has possession, trailing by 13. Another steal, all by himself. Here's Red Hot. Good. Red Hot's got 28 points for the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. It's stolen by Allen. Just 3 on the clock. No good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
34. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night at the 2. Out in Charlotte, it'll be the Bobcats.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, give him credit. He's been very selective with his shots. Paying off for him and his team.
You know, he's taken exactly what the defense has given him, and he's not forced anything. And that's exactly how you should play the game, in my opinion.
Ray Allen and LeBron James, the forwards. Red Hot is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Bosh in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Bargnani. Here's Lowry. And he converts the layup. Lowry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Now they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher. I'm just so impressed with his focus, Kevin, because even with the defender flying at him, he still finds a way to hit those shots on the perimeter.
That's exactly right, Steve, but also he's a tremendous finisher. I mean, it doesn't matter if he draws contact on his way to the rim or not. He'll find a way to get it to go. You know, when you look at Kyle Lowry, he's just barely 6 feet tall, but he is feisty and furious. I mean, he's a mighty mini at the point guard position. I think he's kind of pit bull-like, quite honestly.
Raptors trail by 16. Here's DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
Second half is flowing nicely so far on offense. 75% from the field is what they're shooting.
Going back to Lowry, who's out of Villanova, a Philly guy for that matter, and that might account for maybe some of that grittiness, Steve, that Clark was just talking about.
Yeah, he's very physical. You know, not the biggest guy, but he's strong. He takes charges. He's a good defender. He's also really a good rebounder for a player his size.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. It's Fields on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Red Hot. No good from outside.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
And they've gotten themselves back into this game now.
Yeah, it's been an 180-degree change for them, and you can bet the other squad is starting to hear those footsteps.
Jumps up.
That was wicked! That's another one for his highlight reel. Just one of many dunks we've seen him throw down like that.
For Clark, it never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Steve? Something else.
No, not for me. I mean, I'm always ready to see more of those.
The Raptors making the switch here. Valenciunas, he's checked in for Bargnani. Johnson comes in for Ed Davis. Ross is checked in for Landry Fields. And it's Calderon in for Kyle Lowry. And the Raptors with some changes. Davis comes in for Valenciunas. And Landry Fields subbed in for Ross. Here's Red Hot. Quick shot. For the three. Good. Red Hot's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now this lead really dwindling now, and this is getting interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, guys. I mean, a few quick shots and some defensive stops, and this game is tight again.
Gets it to go.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
He's off from 17 feet.
Yeah, he's struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
And the slam up by Johnson.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Here's Red Hot.
Good! Oh, what a big shot to close out the quarter. They're going to the fourth with a little momentum now.
As the fourth quarter gets going, let's swing it over to Doris Burke to find out who's had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Our uncontainable game tonight? Red hot. Well, he's never had a problem finding ways to score, and the search has been an easy one for him in this one. He's been great so far with a simply dynamic offensive game.
All right, Doris, I guess no one should be surprised.
This is what being a superstar is all about. Raising your level and rising to the occasion.
Yeah, we've seen him do it so many times in the past, and he's done it again here today.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got DeRozan. Calderon is out there with Lowry. Then it's Bargnani. And it's Davis in at the power forward position. Here's Red Hot. Offensive rebound. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Can't nail the jumper.
That's a look that he'll never pass up. The one he'll usually tip.
Unbelievable. How did he do that?
hard, high, and strong. Give it up.
Their bench just erupts at that one. They loved it.
Slick. That was just amazing to watch.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Poke loose. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Red Hot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Davis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break. Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a...
Bringing down the house. Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay.
That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great.
It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 12. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. And a new group in for the Heat. Joel Anthony's checked in for Bosh. Haslam comes in for LeBron. Mike Miller's checked in for Ray Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Andrew Fields checking in for Toronto. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. 13 feet away. And it's DeRozan missing. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Los Angeles Lakers. The game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lowry kicks to Fields. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. .102 left here in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. There's 57 seconds left in the game. And that one's good.
Well, you like the execution there. Springing their man open and getting him the easy hoop.
And the Heat call time here. They're ahead by 10. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh has checked in for Joel Anthony. Allen comes in for Udonis Haslem. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Mike Miller. And it's LeBron in for Mario Chalmers.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Jacks up a three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, that should definitely do it. Now it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, they're not just running to the finish line. They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling it on a bit.
Here's Red Hot. From deep. There's the bucket. Good. Red Hot's got 52 points.
And that should do it. This is an insurmountable lead.
Yep, there's too little time left, too big a deficit to overcome. This one's over.
LeBron dishes to Wade. Fires top of the key. Lucas with the rebound. Shot to stop the run. And that one's good. Here's Red Hot. Misses. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.